What's going on, my fellow collectors? Jim here with another figure review. Tonight I'm very excited to be taking a look at the Mezco 112 Red Skull figure. Now this is the more modern version. It does come with the black trench coat. I missed out on the pre-order to the kind of classic version that comes with the green jumpsuit. And let me tell you, I've been kicking myself in the ass for it ever since. But I mean, really, it was more or less financially. It was either get the exclusive Wolverine figure or get that one, and I just had to kind of pick and choose. But I did want to pick up a version of this Red Skull just because it looks so great. So I went ahead and did with, you know, the more modern version. But packaging is really nice. It's just pretty much straight black with this really cool Hydra logo here. You got Red Skull, you got the 112 pose play display, you got Marvel. Top here you got 112, bottom you got all that. On the side, again, we get the 112, the Hydra logo. Same thing on this side. Then on the back, of course, it shows you all the promotional images that we did see. So very, very cool. Nice pictures here on the bottom. But yeah, that is the packaging. You can kind of just slip this up here. Oh, stuff falling out everywhere. And you get a look at the figure there inside the clam. But yeah, that is the packaging, which, you know, someone let me know in the comments below, is this what they're doing now with Mezco? Because I know the exclusive version I got was a lot smaller, but I thought they did that with the exclusive versions. This one is bigger than that size box, but it has this slip cover. So someone let me know down in the comments below, you know, is this what Mezco 112 will be doing, which, you know, I'm totally fine with. But anyway, let's get the figure open and take a closer. Okay, and here he is out of the packaging along with everything that we do get with this awesome Red Skull figure. Starting off with the base, we do get this kind of classic circular style base that we get with all of our Mezco 112 figures. This one is probably my favorite. I just love the vibrant red they have on it, and then we have this really awesome Hydra logo painted in there. Very, very cool base, loving it. And just like the other bases, we do get the adjustable arm, so you can either peg the figure onto the stand like that, or you can take the arm, pop that peg out through the bottom, then place this in, and that will hinge, swivel, and then of course you do have the clamp. So very, very cool. We do get a cosmic cube with this Red Skull, and this is really, really cool. It looks really nice. It has a really kind of like bluish, greenish, turquoise color all in it. Very, very cool. We do get his like old-timey style pistol, so that looks really good. Nice sculpt for the most part. Not a lot of paint, and really not that much sculpt, but there is a little bit of sculpt there on the grip, so that's awesome. We do get a pair of fists. We get a pair of hands for, you know, holding, you know, accessories, which really he only comes with the gun, but he does have the trigger finger, and he will hold the gun really nice with the trigger finger and all, so that's really cool. Then we kind of have this other kind of, you know, not full fist, but kind of relaxed fisted hand. And then of course we do have the hands you can place the cosmic cube in, so that is awesome. And then we have another kind of like, you know, gripping hand. So that's the weapons. He does come with this two awesome, fantastic head sculpts. I am utilizing, oh, we do get the Mezco 112 collected bag, but we get two head sculpts with this guy. Let me just get in close to show you this awesome, awesome figure. Now this is the head sculpt that comes on him, you know, out of packaging, and this thing is just done so nice. Awesome. I love the head sculpt. Then both of these head sculpts are the same head sculpts you get with the, you know, more classic edition, that exclusive version that comes with the green jumpsuit. So if you did miss out on that figure, at least you're getting both of these awesome Red Skull, you know, head sculpts. They just look absolutely amazing. I love it. I love the eyes. The eyes are done so nice on this figure. Really, really nice job with the eye, and I love the sculpt and just the kind of, you know, over proportioned bigness to it, if bigness is a word. But I love all the cracks that we see all throughout it. We have like kind of shading all throughout the head as well. It just looks absolutely fantastic. I love it. Now the one thing I did notice with this figure is we have the red neck, whereas on the other figure you do get that kind of bare skinned neck, almost like he was like when he was wearing the mask. So this does come with the red neck, but you know, no big deal. And then you can pop that head off and put on this other head sculpt, which is even better. You get this really nice kind of grimace look, and man, that is just such a fantastic head sculpt. Absolutely love it. Looks so good. But again, we get that really nice sculpt, really nice sculpted, you know, cracks all through it. We get kind of like a wash with like some shade all around. It just looks absolutely amazing, and the eyes on this is done so well. It's just fantastic. It's such a great, both of the head sculpts are absolutely great. But taking a closer look at this version of Red Skull, we do have this black trench coat, which, you know, I don't mind it, but I'm probably going to end up just taking it off, because underneath he does have pretty much a straight black jumpsuit. But the trench coat, I mean, for what it is nice. It has a really kind of nice, you know, fake leather material to it, so I do like the feel of it. We do get these patches up here with this kind of like screen printed on lines. Same thing here at the cuffs, and then of course we do have that, you know, classic red with the Hydra logo in there. Very cool. There is like a little collar piece, and this is, you know, velcroed on here. And then of course we get this kind of harness strap piece, which goes around. Really nice silver here on some buckles, and like a little ring here. And I really like that belt buckle. That looks fantastic. On the side here we do have some storage for his pistol, so that's really cool. And you can just kind of pop that open, and I had his gun in his trigger finger hand. Get that out of there. Let's see how this looks like. It's kind of tricky to get that in there because it doesn't want to go up all the way, but we're gonna get it in there somehow. There we go. Man, that's a little tough to get in there, but come on, focus for me. It's a little tricky to get in there, but it is doable. But the holster itself looks really good. Again, we get that kind of really cool raised Hydra logo, just like on the belt buckle. So that looks awesome. We get nice sculpted stitching, which is really cool. And then for the rest of the trench coat, of course, it just hangs down, and it fits on him really nice for the most part. He's a little bit more kind of wide up here, and it kind of really gets really skinny as it goes down. But, you know, at the end of the day, it does make for a really nice piece, and it really, for the most part, doesn't hinder articulation really at all. As far as the head, of course, you do get nice movement with the head, so you get back and forth, you get really nice down, get really nice up, and you get great side-to-side pivot. So really nice. The arms, you know, you can pretty much bring them that much up with the jacket on. Going forward, it gets a little restrictive. You would have to like mess around with the suit, but it will go forward and back. You do have a bicep swivel in there. You do have double jointed elbows, so with the jacket on you get about that much. Of course, you do have swivel and hinge for the hands. As far as the torso, it looks like we have a waist swivel, so there's movement at the waist. I don't know if there might be movement at the upper torso as well. But crunching him forward, I'm only getting about that much crunching forward. Crunching back about that much. Looks like a little bit of side-to-side action. And then you see his, you know, black jumpsuit underneath. The legs will pretty much come out about that much. Kick forward. Kick back a little bit. You do have a thigh rotation. You do have double jointed at the knees. And you got his all black boots, which, you know, are more or less pretty plain. But you get a little bit down, a little bit up with the foot, and then you get a little bit of play. So not much with the ankle rocker. You get more going this way than you do going in, which is unfortunate. And it seems like with these Mezco 112 figures, they're going the wrong way with the ankle pivot, but you get a little bit of movement there. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is just such a nice figure, and I'm so happy to have him in the collection. Swapping out the hands is really easy. Of course, you have the little peg. Just pop in one of the other hands. Get him holding the Cosmic Cube here, looking awesome. So that's great. Really, really, you know, for the most part, it's nice movement with the trench coat on. You know, I know there's a way to take this trench coat off. I don't really know if I'm comfortable with ripping into that right now, but at some point in time, there's got to be, okay, there it is. So you can pop it off there at the belt, and this whole piece will come off. I'm wondering if there's, I guess that's the only spot it will. Let's take the head off. So that's how that entire, you know, belt holster comes off. And then of course we have the Velcro piece here. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and take this thing off just so I can show you guys. Looks like we have some padding in the shoulder muscles. Let me take the hands off, because I'm probably more or less going to display him without this trench coat, because I really like the look of that, you know. Yep, there it is. So cool, and we even get a little bit of pattern on the undersuit as well. So that's really, really neat, and a nice touch on, you know, Mezco's part to give us a little bit of some kind of print on the undersuit in case you wanted to, you know, take that off. That way you do have the options. I love how you have a little bit of skin tone there at the wrist. But yeah, you get these really nice kind of like, you know, line work all throughout. And then you could even, which I probably am going to do, is you can put this back on him. So that's really cool. See how I can do that without messing everything up here. There we go. Get that up over the head and neck, and then pop that back onto that peg, which doesn't seem to really want to go in. But you see, you can get that harness back around him without the trench coat on. So that's awesome. I mean, at least it's a good thing that we can take that trench coat off if you desire to have it without the trench coat on, which is probably how he's going to be more or less in my collection. I'm probably going to have him without the trench coat on because I just like that kind of jumpsuit look a little bit more. Get the Cosmic Cube in his hand, which of course is not going to work. But yeah, guys, that was a look at the Mezco 112 Red Skull. Let's get a height measurement on him. Looks like to the top of his head, he is a little bit over 6 inches, a little bit under 6 1/4 inches. And as far as some comparisons, here is the, yeah, this is a nice little custom trench coat you could probably throw on some other, you know, Mezco 112 figures. But as far as the Mezco 112, here he is with the Wolverine exclusive. Here's a Mezco Flash. And here's a Mezco 112 Space Ghost. So there's what Red Skull looks like amongst some other Mezco figures. And then as far as some Marvel Legend figures, here is the Eric Killmonger from the Black Panther wave. And here's good old Captain America, Marvel Legends. So you can see he's a little bit on the tall side, but he'll probably work in with your Marvel Legends as well. He'll, you know, he won't stand out too bad within the set, you know. But yeah, guys, that was a look at the Mezco 112 Red Skull, the modern look. At the end of the day, it's an awesome figure. Like I said, I'm so glad to finally have him in my collection. Even though it's not the one that I really wanted, but you know, now prices have just skyrocketed on that guy. So you know, if you want yourself a really nice Red Skull figure from Mezco, this is the way to go. I mean, it's still a fantastic figure. I'm very happy that I was able to pick him up. So now I do have a nice representation of Red Skull in my collection. But yeah, that's the review, guys. Sorry it dragged on so long. I just wanted to show you guys everything about it and show that you can take off the trench coat and everything. But that is the review. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next figure review. Take care.